planning to study in Australia, you probably need a student visa for that. So in this video, we are going to talk about some of the requirements you need to meet in order to get a student visa for Australia. So let's get started. Now the first thing first is the age. So when it comes to the age, you must be 6 years or older in order to apply for this visa. There's no maximum limits on how old you can be, but there's a minimum requirement that you must be 6 years at least in order to get this visa. So overseas students can even do primary and secondary schooling in Australia. The next thing is the passport. So you must have a valid passport, of course, but you also need to have a minimum of 6 months of validity on your passport. So when you're applying for this visa, make sure that you must have a 6 months or more when it comes to the validity of your passport. The next one is enrolling in an approved course. So when it comes to study, international students must study in a CRI course registered institute and course. CRI course stands for Commonwealth Register of Institutions and Courses for Overseas Students. So this register keeps a record of all the institutions and all the courses that can be delivered to overseas students. You can check all the list of courses that international students can do on this specific website, and as always we'll make sure the link of this website is in the description. And apart from just enrolling in the course, you must also obtain a COE from the institute you're planning to study, which basically confirms that you have got an enrollment in this institute and the course. The next thing is meeting GTE requirements. So GTE stands for Genuine Temporary Entrant. It is a requirement by Department of Home Affairs that you must show that you are genuinely coming here for studies in Australia, and the only intention is to study and not seek a migration or some other long-term benefit when it comes to choosing this specific visa. So for the purpose of GTE, you will need to write a letter containing information that you are coming genuinely for studies, and the only purpose you're applying for this visa is for study only. If you want to know about how to write this letter, we got you sorted on this channel. So make sure to check this video out where we explain on how you can write a GTE letter for your student visa. As always, link will be in the description. The next one is health insurance. So international students are required to obtain a health insurance when they're applying for their student visa. This health insurance is known as OSHC, which is Overseas Students Health Cover. So this insurance basically covers you for your accidents or other health related issues that might happen while you're studying here in Australia. So having this insurance is a must for international students. Some students from some specific countries might be exempt because of the arrangement between Australian government and their home country government, but most of the international students are required to have this insurance. Also, if you are under the age of 18, you will need to ensure that you have enough welfare arrangements for yourself in Australia. The next one is visa application forms and fees. So you will need to complete a visa application forms, and you will obviously have to pay a fee. At the moment, the fees for student visa for a single applicant is $620, but every year these fees get reviewed, and probably when you're watching this video, the fees might have changed. So please refer to the Department of Home Affairs website so you can check the updated fees for a student visa from their website. The next one is the financial requirements. So you must be able to demonstrate that you have enough money to support yourself and your studies while you are here. It could be in a form of bank statements or any other savings, or could be other documents that can help you prove your financial capacity. You can also get sponsored by your parents and some immediate family members. The next one is health requirements. One of the key requirements for an Australian student visa is to meet the health requirements, which is to demonstrate that you are a healthy person and you don't have any pre-existing condition that can jeopardize your studies here in Australia, and also to protect Australian community from any health risks. So in order to meet this requirement, you might need to undergo a medical examination. There are approved doctors and clinics in various countries where you can get this medical examination done. The next one is English proficiency. As English is the most commonly spoken language in Australia, it is important for you to demonstrate that you have got sufficient English level in order to study here. To meet this requirement, you will need to undertake an English test. The most common ones are IELTS International English Language Testing System, or PTE, which is Pearson Test of English. There are other types of English testing systems available as well. But you need to meet the minimum level of English in these tests in order to get a student visa. Luckily, students coming from English-speaking countries like UK, Canada, and so on, they don't need to undertake these tests. And character requirements. Now, character requirements is a very important thing for an Australian visa. In order to get a student visa, you need to demonstrate that you are a person of a good character and you don't have any criminal records. And to prove this, you will need to provide documents like police clearance certificate or any other official documents that can help you to prove that. You will also need to sign the Australian Values Statement, which confirms that you will respect the Australian way of life and follow the rules and laws, making sure that you have paid any debts that you owe to the Australian government. You didn't have any previous history of visa cancellations or refusals in Australia, and if you are under the age of 18, it is important that studying in Australia is the best interest for you. And Department of Home Affairs can refuse your visa if they think that studying in Australia is not in the best interest of you if you are under the age of 18. Now please note that these requirements might vary based on the country you are applying from. So you may not need to meet all these requirements that I've just mentioned. But these are the most important requirements you will need to meet if you are planning to apply for student visa for Australia. For more information on this, please check Department of Home Affairs website, which details all the information you need to know about this visa. We also got a really good video on the process of applying for a student visa in Australia. So if you want to check the whole process of how it works, I suggest you to watch this video. And we also got a free student visa checklist on our website. We will make sure we put the link of that checklist in the description as well. I hope you find some value in this video. Please help us share this video with other students who are planning to study here in Australia as well, so they understand what are the requirements that they need to meet. As always, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.